Welcome to the Hotkeys podcast. This is the show for various opinions on all things pop culture. I'm your host, Mick, and I'm joined by
David Parker.
David Parker.
I don't know why he's not saying his name.
Landon Browning.
Wil Dobratz.
And Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park. It's Saturday, July. We made it to July, guys.
July 3rd.
It's just Saturday, July. Saturday, July.
What's the date?
Dude,
Saturday,
cares about the numbers, dude. It's a Saturday in July. It's a summer with the boys.
Ferda.
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does it mean?
Ferda.
Ferda boys.
Listen,
boys.
I don't say it.
Is that for the?
Yeah.
But said in a
It's for
cooler way?
Yeah.
More hip way?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hockey lingo.
There's a lot of things I don't understand about
or
you
letter Kenny lingo.
young children.
Dave says it. Dave's older than you.
Dave's a lot younger than I am.
How much?
10,
At least
20
like
years.
18 months.
Dave just turned like 22, right?
I think Dave's 18 months older than I am.
Wow, I'm older than Dave.
Okay, so what's going on, guys?
Nothing.
We've had a busy morning, haven't we?
We did have
At least
a busy morning.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if busy.
Dude,
is like
we
the
were
right-
sharp of the
We had
boys.
some pretty sharp waffles this morning.
No.
My morning was not very busy, so I don't know what you guys are talking about. So go
So
ahead.
let's start off with this. We went to breakfast this morning,
Yep. Bracky.
and Landon and I won.
Pardon?
We
Yeah,
won.
we won.
No.
We
no.
won breakfast because we all got a waffle.
Did you guys even feel the edges of your waffle?
I did.
I
I started rubbing my finger across the edge and like it started stumbling
tapped
apart.
my
because-
tongue repeatedly, and nothing happened. We asked the waitress, has she ever gotten a complaint about freaking
was a
sharp
filtered question.
waffles?
No, it was a bias question.
And she
that
said,
implied
"How
an
is it
answer.
biased?"
No, it was an
How
biased
should I have
question. It was a
asked it?
bias question
How
that
should I-
implied an answer.
No.
You should have said, have you ever experienced a sharp waffle?
Not,
No,
have you ever
I'm
had
never
any
asking
complaints?
that.
Because
I'm not
What?
doing that.
here's the thing.
Okay.
Just
Hold on.
that might
just
constitute as
because-
sexual
just-
assault if you ask that question. So,
You want some sharp waffles?
have you ever experienced a
Yeah.
sharp waffle?
So just because the waitress has never had a complaint about a sharp waffle does not mean that sharp waffles don't exist.
At one point, like there was a really long, awkward pause after we asked her, and she
I
goes,
wonder why.
No, I don't think so. And then Will just like freaks out, and he's like, no, I'm just like sharp waffles exist, and like they're not always sharp. And then she just walks away.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I'll go get your coffee.
Wait, this
Walks
really
away.
happened? This really
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
But in redemption, Will tipped her like $20. So
Redemption.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, that's because Will said I'm wrong, guys. I was wrong about the sharp waffle. So
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
Pay for
What
breakfast
happened-
for everybody.
what happened
I'm
was-
embarrassed.
What happened was the waitress just assumed that we were all on one check. And so
I like
instead
it
of
when that happens.
asking to split like normal people, we were like, yeah, let's play some credit card roulette.
You were one of us.
Yeah,
Why
I
are you
know.
mocking your own voice?
Yeah.
I am. I was down for it
You
at
were there, we
first.
all agreed on it.
Yeah, we all.
So,
I-
so we
that
all
is true.
put one card on top of the receipt, and the waitress came by, and I just told her to pick one, and so she closes her eyes and she's shuffling them around. She pulls one out. She goes, "William," and Will's like, "Oh!" and she goes, "Oh, $68."
$68 for 4 people to eat breakfast?
Yeah,
That's not bad.
And how much did it come out with the tip?
$81.
I still think that's not too
Thanks,
bad.
Will.
Like fancy
For
breakfast
compensation,
with
Colby
4
did
boys.
buy me an Italian soda.
I did. I bought him a $5 drink. So.
Although you did promise us Orange Julius.
There's no Orange Julius in the mall anymore.
Let's go to another mall.
I'm not driving.
Wait, you guys ate breakfast at the mall?
No,
No.
no, we went to the
all
mall.
afterwards,
Went to the mall afterwards.
which is always a waste.
Why'd
Like,
you go to
it's
the
always-
mall after?
I know it sucks.
So-
It sucks. It's stupid. I don't know why I've ever.
Let me guess. Did Mick suggest this?
Yes.
No.
No, it was my idea.
I didn't
it was my
see
idea.
that.
It was in relation to like
After Colby was like, let's go to the mall. I was like, yeah, let's go to the mall.
I always regret it. I always
The mall is always terrible. It's terrible. It's horrible.
we always spent.
Whoa.
Landon's got some
Some
creepy,
ghost.
like, creepy
Spirit.
The evil spirit followed
It's
him.
your neighbors from your old apartment place.
Dude.
Like, wow, there's something burning in here. It smells like toxic fumes.
fire hydrants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to go to the mall because
You're stupid.
No, because they have a sunglass hut in the mall, and I needed new sunglasses because last week when I was in LA, I left my sunglasses in the Uber, and the guy stole them. So,
Stole them or you left them there?
well, I left them, and then he So I talked to him, right? Because like he was my Uber driver, so I know he spoke English. And then I called him, and then he just
racist.
no, he just pretended like he only spoke Spanish to me on the phone, and I clearly wasn't speaking Spanish back because I don't speak Spanish.
How do you know?
What?
He has a good point.
Michael, the true skeptic.
so I'm like, hi, Martin. Like, do you, like I left my
It's
sunglasses in the
Martin.
back seat, and then he just like started speaking Spanish, and then he hung up on me. So then I contacted Uber, and like nothing got done. So I need new sunglasses.
That's because Uber's a terrible place. They're a terrible company.
It's a place, not a people.
Yeah.
Why can you only get a replacement pair at Sunglass Hut?
No, please.
Well, they were just in person. I wanted to look at different styles. I didn't want like the same. I'm looking at
But I mean,
styles
like,
of sunglasses right now
why Sunglass Hut?
because that's the only place I could think of.
Colby's gonna spend like an insane amount of money.
No.
Dave's getting out. Why didn't you just buy a $5 pair at Albertsons?
Yes.
That's what he's like.
That's what real men do. Is they just
That's
buy-
what he's implying here.
Well, because I wanted like so I left a Polaroized pair of Ray-Bans, a nice pair of sunglasses in the Uber, so I'm going to replace them with a nice Polaroized.
What's Polaroized mean?
I think you're saying.
Do you mean
that wrong.
polarized?
Polaroized?
I don't know.
Polarized? Polarized?
Polarized or Polaroids? Which one is it?
Polaroid.
You should just let him keep going. You guys like had to ruin it. Like I was like gonna see how many times he would say it.
Colby's like, no, not another one.
Yeah, I can't keep slipping up.
Dude, Colby's bad with words. We've all known this.
I promise my vocabulary's good.
See, it's that Spanish coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we went to the mall this morning, and I think we all regret it, except for Mick, who left with some earrings.
3 pair.
Who'd you get
I
earrings
told
for?
Colby I almost got some Gary Snail ones from SpongeBob, but I don't think I would ever wear them.
It would have been so awesome.
Actually, no, I would wear them just around Colby.
Thanks, man.
Were they
I
like
appreciate that.
Gary ones where Gary's like knowledgeable and he's like a
When he's
librarian?
when he's a
Yeah.
librarian and
No, it's when
SpongeBob's green.
he's
Yeah.
roided out, when he's like super buff.
Oh, gotcha.
That's a lie. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
If he's ever been super.
I don't think so.
It just seems like something that's happened. in
I think I've seen a picture with him with arms on it.
That's probably fan fiction.
Oh, probably.
Man, SpongeBob fanfiction.
deep in
can
the
you,
Reddit.
Can you get like
A little lower.
any scarier?
People are gross.
So that was our morning. Pretty eventful.
Yeah, waffles aren't sharp. That's like the big.
They
takeaway from-
okay, but
No,
like
no,
quite
okay.
honestly, the edges were, and I asked you guys to feel them,
I did feel mine.
but you didn't
Wasn't-
feel mine.
Feel
They were all
my
the same.
waffle.
They were all the same.
Okay, here, let's call it a draw. Colby and I.
No.
You know who says that? You know who proposes draws? Will losers.
I literally shanked my own tongue with my waffle, and I didn't get any cut at all.
Oh, it's a draw.
Wrong. Wrong.
The end of Thor Ragnarok when the Grandmaster's like, let's call it a tie.
Yeah.
Love that.
Clearly failed there.
No. I'd say it's about even.
Even the waitress thought you were insane.
Yeah, her eyes like she looked freaked out.
She's around waffles
To
24.
be fair, Will didn't keep his cool in the situation, and he just scared her.
Anyway.
Yeah. So
we wasted our entire morning.
yeah. It's now 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm kind of sad about it.
Yeah, we missed a couple Rocket League tourneys, which makes me sad.
You guys would have lost anyway.
Yep.
No, stop.
We
Don't
would've.
say that.
I don't think
No.
I've ever lost a Rocket League tourney.
Never. All
Well, if you play with me.
platinum winner 3 times, I guess.
But what?
What'd you do this morning,
What?
Dave?
I had breakfast, which was sharp
What'd you have?
cereal, and
Sharp cereal.
That exists.
No.
That
What,
exists.
yeah, food can be sharp. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah, but we're just not talking about waffles. We've
Will's
already
like,
laid this
please, like
thread.
we have to say something is sharp. I had Special K.
Wow.
Okay, that's very not sharp.
I
cereal.
had Special K, and then I watched a Bo Burnham special on Netflix, and then I played some PS4.
When
And then
are
I
you
was
getting a
waiting for
PS5?
my friends to tell me that they
Who
were
were
ready to do
dinking
the
around at the
podcast. yeah. I was trying to check. I checked in with my friends to say, "Hey, you guys ready to do the podcast?" And someone said no because one of them is pooping in a Barnes and Noble bathroom.
Barnes and Noble for like 30 minutes.
It was
I'm
actually
pretty sure.
it was actually a pretty nice bathroom. When we
Okay, so it was you. So you just exposed
Yeah,
yourself.
no, I'm fine. It was a fine. Like I had to use the restroom. It was a big
Was it
breakfast.
nice afterwards?
I felt better afterwards.
Was it sharp?
No, it wasn't.
Those exist.
Can we all agree sharp poops exist?
Yeah, why didn't we ask the waitress that?
Well, I don't know. I feel like I've troubled her enough. Like I've probably ruined her entire day by asking.
She's definitely thinking about it. She's definitely like, she went home and she told her family.
Yeah, she won't be able to sleep tonight.
She's like that disturbed man yelling. The waffles.
Babbling about
Hope he never
waffles
comes back.
and sharp breakfast foods.
It's a class.
Yeah.
So my
Yeah, you
morning
still looking
was
for a
fairly
PS5?
relaxing. So I enjoyed
What
my morning.
what PS4 game were you playing?
Remnant from the Ashes. Is that what it's called? Of
I
the
don't know.
Ashes.
Oh, no.
Well, I think so.
Sure.
It's a
Was it a PS Plus
third-person
game?
shooter. Yeah, it was a free PS Plus game a couple months ago, but it's a third-person shooter that is similar to Souls games in some of the elements, but I would say it's not anywhere near
As
the
difficult.
difficulty of them. It's much closer to just like. It's just a third-person shooter, really, is the easiest way to describe it. There's not a lot of cover-based, which I like more. It's more dodging instead of getting behind cover. So that's more fun because I feel like most third-person shooters are all cover-based these days. So that's at least different in that way. It has kind of more epic boss battles and some limitations with your health, stamina, and ammo. But for the most part, it's just like any other third-person shooter.
Speaking of cover-based dodging shooters, in the mall there's an arcade. And
No.
For some reason, we let Mick and Will lead the way. Yeah. Yeah, we let Mick
not
and
a
Will
child.
lead the way, and they just walk us into this arcade. That's maybe like 600 square feet.
It was,
Dude, it was
tiny
awesome.
arcade.
It was
It
awesome.
was awesome because I got
It was
a free game.
No, it
It
wasn't
was
crazy.
crazy.
It was not crazy.
Okay, so what happened was Michael and I walk in and we're looking at some of the machines, and it was like Time Splitters 3 or something like that, some stupid shooting
Time
game.
Crisis.
Time Crisis, yeah, Time Crisis 3. And what happened was I noticed in the lower right hand corner there was insert credits 2 out of 2.
So I shoved Will out of the way and I jumped on and played it for free.
I'm like, oh look, Michael, it's got credits.
Look, Michael, it's got credits.
Basically, and he shot it, and then he played,
Yeah,
and he
shot
lost on the second stage. So
Yeah, I was doing awesome until I
Yeah.
didn't.
Until you died, yeah.
until he got like cheesed out of this giant turret that just blew him up immediately.
Is Time Crisis the one where you have to like put your foot down?
Yeah, it's
And
the
then you-
duck
Yeah.
and cover.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked pretty
It's
fun.
a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Landon and I
Will
were
said
just
it looked
standing
really
there
fun. I
watching.
wish I could have played it, but I didn't
Yeah.
get the chance.
No, it was a sad time.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Landon and I were just standing there, like looking at each other. I was like, dude, is this real? Like, are we really doing this right now?
The machine
You guys
next
should
to
have
it.
watched.
The machine next to it was like a game, like one of those ones where you spin the wheel to win a prize. And the top prizes that were like PS4 games, and they were like Star Wars Battlefront 2, and like
It's a good game.
it was like some
No
like
Man's
golf game.
Sky.
Like it was like games that like you can get for like probably like $3 on the PlayStation.
That were like
Store.
PS Plus games before.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's like the prizes. I'm
Hey,
like,
no hate. I'd if I won Star Wars Battlefront 2, I'd probably give it away
That's very
to like
nice
somebody
of you,
to somebody that didn't have it, like so I could play with them. So it sounds like a good time. That came out really weird.
That's very nice of you. Though.
No, stop.
Who do you
No,
know
no,
that?
Don't
who do you
say
know,
that.
Who do you know that doesn't have Battlefront?
That's a good
2?
point.
I was going to say, I think
That's
all
a
of
good
us do
point.
because at some point, I mean, for the longest time, the game would go on sale every couple weeks for like $3 or $4.
yeah.
Because I think we pretty much all bought
Yeah.
it for very little money.
And then it was a PS Plus game too, so it was like, well, everybody in the world probably has it.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then after that, I was feeling bad for Will. He was very sad that he paid $81 for his breakfast this morning. And he kept like making like offhand comments, like just really sad and defeated comments.
Man,
So,
my wallet feels really light, guys.
so I offered I offered to buy everybody a drink. And so we went to this coffee stand in the mall, and I had Landon order first. I'm paying for everybody, so I'm gonna order last. And Landon is just standing there, and I go, "Do you know what you want?" And he turns to me and he goes, "Yeah, can I get?" And I was like, "No, tell her." Like,
Well, I thought you were gonna order for everybody.
no,
like-
no, dude.
Oh,
Like, I'm not your parent.
sorry, Colby.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
I had the whole coffee place laughing.
Yeah. It was
In reality, there was like two people,
yeah. There's like
like in the corner, and then another two that are looking at us weird because
Like
we're being
clearly
really
annoyed
loud.
that a bunch
Like,
of annoying guys walk in and they're like,
bunch of dweebs.
"Hey,
like-
can I have this?" No, talk to her.
and then me laughing really loudly because
And then we're like, "We don't want to watch NASCAR." And then we left.
Man, I
Yeah.
missed out. Dang.
I got
yeah.
3 free things today.
Wait,
and
what?
then we went to Spencer's.
Yeah, that
That was
scary.
scary.
I don't like that store.
They have
Yeah.
good earrings. That's the only reason I go
I
there.
saw like
Yeah,
vibrators
okay.
and dildos in the back. It was pretty wild.
What?
See, the funny thing about
They've always
Spencer's is
been
like
there.
I remember
Really?
being like a young teenager or something and going with friends and like laughing at the stupid books in Spencer's. Like they'd have some
That sounds like a crazy time.
Oh, Dave, you
yeah,
were
like
so wild.
14-year-old David like giggling with his other friends.
Dude, you were a straight
at
menace.
the stupid
Tearing up
books in Spencer's.
Good times. Good times.
The early 2000s were a movie.
They were.
So, Dave, are you still trying to get a PS5 or?
Yeah, I'm
I want
trying.
to talk to you about Ratchet and Clank. So,
I mean, you can talk about Ratchet and Clank. I would say go ahead and talk about.
well, I don't want to spoil anything for you.
I don't think you can really spoil a Ratchet and Clank game. So
Oh, I can spoil stuff.
The-
Is Captain Quark in the game? That's all I'm wondering.
Yeah, he's in the game.
Oh,
the
is he-
joy
is he
of
cool?
Ratchet and Clank games really is like playing it. There's not a lot to the story. I think they are good supplements to the game, but when it comes to enjoying something for pure gameplay, I think Ratchet and Clank is really, really, really hard to beat. That's where I get most of my
Yeah.
joy from it.
They're
So
just
if you
a
want
lot
to
of
talk
fun.
about it, go ahead. I would absolutely love to hear about the game.
Can you stop doing that in the mic?
Why do you do
You
that
gotta
every
stop.
time? Oh my god!
Stop, dude.
I
gonna
just
mute
want to
you.
hear
Be
about.
respectful.
I just want to hear about a cool PS5.
Okay, so I'll still not spoil things, but the mechanics of the device, the Dimensionator in the game,
Is that like the Rift
Is-
gun, the thing that pulls you
that's
through?
the Rift thing. Yeah, that's the thing that kind of starts off this whole rift in the reality.
A rift apart.
How does it work?
Wow.
Like, what's the mechanic of it?
So you don't actually use the gun, but you use like a fragment of the crystal that's used, and so you basically like instant teleport to certain locations that are available to. But everything happens like in an instant. So I think it like really utilizes how quick the PS5 is, and sometimes like during a boss battle or whatever, he'll use the Dimensionator against you and like send you to a completely different planet in like half a second, and like send in different elements of like different animals or enemies or so. It's just so much fun.
In the game,
great.
then, do you get it like you would do other gadgets in previous games, and you as the character can use it?
No,
Oh, okay. Bummer.
at least not yet. I haven't beaten the game yet, but
It's probably heavily scripted from what it sounds like. All the dimensional elements.
What are
I
some of
mean,
the what are some of the other guns in the game?
oh, there's a couple that are like classic ones. Glove of Doom. Is
Oh,
back.
all the little guys.
Yeah,
that
the
you
little
summon?
guys.
Yeah.
The what's it called? The buzzsaw.
Oh, I like the
Where it
best.
shoots the blades. That one's really cool. It has your typical like throw grenade glove.
Does it have
I don't-
an animal like polymorph gun, like the
I don't think
sheepinator or
so.
the
Like,
chicken
it doesn't have a
ray or the?
sheepinator. At least not yet.
I always
It
loved
does
those.
have.
I love that one.
It does have the Rhino though.
Oh, the Rhino.
It'd be. I think it's the Rhino 8 or
Rip ya.
something.
New one.
What about the BFG?
Wrong game. Wrong series.
That's,
Wrong game.
isn't that Doom?
Yeah, it's Doom.
But yeah, they have like a sniper rifle, a rocket launcher, a shotgun, like all that type of stuff. But there's one that's called the Ricochet. It's probably my favorite gun. It shoots like this metal ball that you click over and over again, and the ball just kind of bounces off the target multiple times.
So is Gadgetron in the game? Can you buy it from Gadgetron vendors, or is it some other?
No, it's
company?
Mrs. I think it's Mrs. Zircon. That's what
Oh,
it's
the
called.
robot.
Yeah. And there's also, I think pretty much in almost every Ratchet and Clank game, there's a gladiator arena place you could go to. And
I
do
always
that.
liked those.
I know
too.
you really like those a lot.
Which is funny because in most other games, I hate arena places and I hate like those gladiator-based mini games. But in Ratchet and Clank, I always loved those. There was like a couple games where you have like 100 round one, and those are always really satisfying when you beat them. Yeah, it's like 100 rounds that you have to do in a row without dying.
The ones that are really hard is like, don't get hurt at all.
Oh yeah, or the don't get hit, or
those are
only
like-
use the wrench and don't get hit
Yeah.
once, and it's a boss battle.
Yeah,
Those
are really
exist.
hard, but yeah, all the characters in the game are great. Ratchet's awesome. The alternate dimension
Ratchet?
Rivet.
Oh.
Rivet.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh, shut up. Rivet is awesome. And there's also an alternate dimension. Clank, called Kit.
Clanky. Oh, Kit. What's it stand for?
Kit Tet.
She has just a long.
No, it's Clankette. It's Clankette.
She has just a long number thing, so it kind of goes through why
I'm gonna call you
why
Kit for short.
why Ratchet chooses Kit.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, it's great characters. Dr. Nefarious is awesome as always.
Man, I love Ratchet.
There's some
Clank
weird
games.
noises going on.
Yeah,
in Landon's
dude,
house
like-
right now.
It just keeps like
Is there
creaking.
someone at your front door?
I think it's the screen door.
Is there someone?
Oh, that would
moving?
make sense.
It's kind of loose. So
Is it
it'll kinda
breezy?
It'll rattle.
A
back
little
and forth.
loosey goosey out there.
Yeah.
Has anyone else got the game then, or just Mick so
No.
far?
I think so.
I've actually never played any Ratchet and Clank game.
My favorite.
I've heard only great things about them. I just, I'm so busy with Rocket League tourneys, I don't have time.
My favorite Ratchet and Clank character is Captain Quark, and I'm excited to see his counterpart. Because I'm pretty sure he has a counterpart in Rift Apart,
does.
right?
Captain Quantum.
Dude, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I think he's like a buff hero that does no wrong. Like,
It's a good time.
I'm so excited to see.
He has some of the best jokes in the series too.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank, when it first came out, like they were rated T, and a lot of the humor was more crude than I think the more recent games are. And I kind of miss some
Yeah,
of that.
the recent ones are more.
They're much more.
kid-friendly. I think
yeah,
they're all like
kid version,
10.
but
E10, right?
yeah, like the first 3 games or the first 4 games, they're much more designed, I think, and cater to people who are teenagers.
T's.
Yeah, T's instead of E's and E10s.
I just want them to remaster like every single Ratchet and Clank, put it on PS5.
Well,
or
they did the
something like that.
HD upscale for the PS3, but I mean, yeah, if they could redo it for new consoles, because those first 3 games are awesome.
More intuitive menus, like that kind of stuff.
Is that something that's possible?
Yes.
Like,
No,
well, I meant like
they
not.
can't do it. They can't do it.
I know it's like physically
Wouldn't work.
possible, but I meant like
Wouldn't
like
work.
in the realm of possibility. Like, do you think that they would? Like, should I hold out on Ratchet and Clank games?
I think it's in the realm of possibility. I mean, they already did the remake for the PS3, and those sold well. Right now, Ratchet and Clank, I mean, like the one that came out in 2016
That's the best
sold
place to start,
really
honestly.
well, and it
16?
sold, I think, better than any of the others. And then this one is probably going to sell well too. It's kind of regarded as one of the first next gen games, so I think this game is going to do very well. So I could see them doing that. Since you don't have access to a PS3, then I'd say probably hold out. But if someone does, like Will, I think you should try to get a copy of the first 3 games and play through those, because those are so good.
I saw something like that
Those
where
are like some of my favorite games of all time.
the like physical version of the first 3 is like the price for it is really high because it's a really rare collection.
I have it.
So
Sell it.
congratulations, Dave. Can I buy it from you for $81?
You don't have $81 anymore.
Yeah,
Spend it on breakfast.
So I have a question. How does the system work? Like the next time the 4 of you guys go out and you decide to do credit card roulette, do you
Same
guys
thing.
take
Well, so we talked
Will's
about
card
that.
out?
Will was
or,
like, my card should be taken out.
Yeah, Will's,
Fair.
No.
and I was like, same odds, same cards, run it again. And
When someone dies from actual Russian roulette, they put the bullets back in. They don't.
What?
They don't keep them
What?
out.
No.
Roll with it.
so
Move on.
then we said that then we said, Will, like, we probably won't take your card out, like, keep it in the mix. And Will goes, I'll never do it again.
Because I'd be the kind of person to
don't-
just get their card pulled over and over and over again.
You don't know
Eventually,
that.
you wouldn't like.
Odds. And like,
Statistically, it's possible.
so Will, we go out with a group of 8 people.
I don't
know.
put my card in.
You don't?
No.
A 1 in
That's
8
better
chance?
odds.
but
Yeah,
the
it's like-
bill is higher.
The
Yeah.
bill is way higher. It's like $170.
Yeah, but
Before the tip, maybe.
yeah, after the tip,
After the tip, it's probably like 200.
dude, worth it.
How come?
No.
Wait, why did
You'll
Will
be talked
also
about
tip?
forever.
How come Will didn't pay the bill and then everyone else tipped?
It was on card, so like he just
You
did
can-
it on.
You can like throw money down.
I don't have money.
I don't carry cash.
I only have
See,
like $5.
Michael, Colby, and Landon didn't think about that, and neither did
No,
I.
yeah, I was gonna say neither did Will, because like they have they
I was
make
just like-
they
I
make
was
you
accepting-
pay
I was accepting
at
my
the table
fate.
now. Like
Hey,
they come over with
if
a little
your card-
kiosk, and so you put the card in, and then you tip right then and there.
Yeah.
In seconds.
If your card gets pulled, you're paying for everything.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I don't want to do this.
Also,
again.
to be noted, Mick got 2 different drinks. Like Will had to pay for Mick's chocolate milk and coffee. Like, I just think that's really funny.
Now I'm even more sad. Like,
It's fine. You'll get
Really?
over it.
Hey, you got a free
It's just money.
Italian soda.
Yeah, you did get a free Italian soda.
I guess it just makes me sad.
You don't see me complaining about the $28 I spent there. Like, it's actually $28.95. You can Venmo me.
Can we move on from this topic? I'm starting to get a little.
We did
sad.
move on and we came back to it.
Yeah, can we not come back to it next time?
Anyway, Dave, so get on it.
Well, I have been trying to get a PS5 very actively. I follow like 3 people on Twitter. I even downloaded the Twitter app, which I've never done before on my phone,
Oh,
and
man.
are only following these 3 people specifically to try to do this.
Yeah.
And I have
Where-
tried with.
Are they just suggesting, like, when things come out, are they just suggesting like different places, or is it always
well,
like
sometimes
Walmart or always Amazon or something?
no, it's all different places. So I've tried with
Yeah,
I almost said Nintendo Direct, Sony Direct, Best Buy, Amazon, Walmart, and I think GameStop. And I so far have had no luck. And it's not like I'm like checking my phone and seeing I have a notification that's 10 minutes old or something. Some of these, like, as soon as it comes up, I'm right here. And I keep the tabs open on my computer just waiting in case there's some type of notification. And even some of these, like the
It
Best
sounds like
Buy,
a really sad existence.
it's hard.
Yeah, it
I know.
does.
I mean, but it's a
That's why I
full-time
asked
job.
someone
You
to
know what
do
I'm
it for
saying?
me.
But even some of these, like, I knew in advance, like the Sony Direct one, but still, it's just really hard. I wonder if I probably should have tried earlier, because now it's
Well, I
only
think
getting
this
harder.
I think this is the first time that I've played a Ratchet and Clank before you, and it feels weird. I'm not used to it.
Have you played every single Ratchet and Clank?
I don't think I played Ratchet Deadlocked.
You played Ratchet
'Cause it
Deadlocked.
just
I don't
didn't-
know if you beat it, but did you play
I
all
mean,
the
I might have
PS3
won.
ones? Oh, you didn't play
I
into the Nexus or whatever
How
that's
many
called.
were there? I don't even know how many. I felt like there was a ton.
Will and I were talking about this the other day on in a PlayStation party, but there was the first one, which was Ratchet Clank Future: Tools of Destruction. Then there was the downloadable game, which was just a really short one, Quest for Booty. I don't know if you played that, but that was just like
I didn't play that.
you just had like a couple guns, and it was very like robot pirate focused. Then the next one, which was Ratchet Clank Future: A Crack in Time, which I think
I played
like
that one.
critically is generally regarded as one of the best ones, especially on the PS3. And that one is really
Is that the
fun.
one with Clank with his giant staff thing?
Yes, that's the one where for most of the game, Ratchet and Clank are actually separated and not together, which is a bummer, because I think a lot of the fun is their interactions together and being able to like have the helipack and stuff like that.
Sure.
But that was also a really good game. And then the third one, which was Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, it was a shorter game. It had like a purple cover box. That one came out like close to the end of the PS3 cycle. I don't know how well it did.
I don't think I played that one.
But that one I got, and then I've played that one. I think that's one of the few that I haven't got the platinum for. But that one was fun as well. But it was kind of short.
As much as I like James Arnold Taylor as Ratchet, I do miss the original voice.
Oh, from the very
There's
first
something
game.
more like just like surfer dude.
Yeah,
about
he was
him,
more
you
like
know?
of a like laid back kind of surfer dude,
Yeah.
garage mechanic kind of guy.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And I miss like just how simple it was. Like the fact that like the wrench wasn't like some Lombax historical weapon thing. It was just a wrench he was using to fix stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited to play as soon as I have a system that's capable. So for now, I'll just keep playing old PS Plus games.
Yeah, don't be sad that like Ratchet and Clank's one of the only exclusives on PS5, because like a bunch of the other ones that were supposed to be PS5 exclusives are just going to come to PS4 anyway. So like the new God of War and Horizon are going to be PS4 games as well.
Oh,
Oh, they
really?
are?
Weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nice.
actually, I think it's dumb, kind of, but
I feel like at this point, it's like
they should just be.
they should.
Yeah,
Well, I think maybe if Sony if they didn't have this chip shortage, they probably wouldn't have done that. But they know that there's a lot more units they can sell, right?
But I believe they've sold more PS5s up to this point than they had sold PS4s in like the comparable life cycles of the units.
Like we're almost a year in.
Yeah,
PS5, right?
and the PS5 has outsold the PS4 up to this point.
But there's not that many of them.
No,
It's like 7 million or something, I think is what I read. But
yeah,
how many of those are ones that people are using instead of,
hoarding,
like
Scalping.
scalpers trying to sell
That
them?
should be made illegal.
Well,
That's
you're against
pretty heavy
capitalism.
government
Is that
involvement.
what I'm hearing, Mick? The anti-capitalist?
business.
Okay, now we can't. We're gonna have to cut this. I mean,
I'm just saying, if you buy a PS5, you should be playing it, not hoarding it.
I'm sure Sony would like that because then people would be spending more money on their games. Because when people are, hoarding them and scalping them, people aren't buying a game for the system,
not
which is where they
buying
make
it.
more of their money. Because I think
they're
consoles
they're
generally
selling
are
it at
like,
a loss.
they're usually at a they kind
You
of sink
kinda
the
have
money
to,
into
right?
that. Yeah, kind of.
I think most are sold like at a loss or close to maybe a slight profit or
Yeah.
even.
Yeah, I think that their margins are really slim for the consoles themselves, and then where they make money is with games.
And like services.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that fire thing in the
Gulf
ocean?
of Mexico.
It did,
I
yeah.
saw a picture about it. Yeah.
Did
you see the
what
video?
that was? Yeah. It looked like something out of Pacific Rim.
Yeah, it did. It's crazy. I saw that and I was like,
Jaegers.
the first time I saw it, I was like this isn't real. What is this? Is this a trailer for a movie, like some viral trailer? But
Right,
no,
some
it's
viral marketing.
literally like the ocean on fire, but it looks like a scene from something like Pacific Rim.
From a movie with The Rock.
It's
yeah.
crazy.
The Rock isn't in Pacific Rim. Is it?
No.
But that's like a Rock.
It was
style
it was
movie.
a separate joke.
He was one
Oh,
of the
Two different jokes.
Okay, I was like,
He was one of the
man,
big robots that people tried.
What's that one? Where
Yeah,
the
Charlie
San
Hunnam
Andreas
would get
fault line-
inside the
Oh.
rock.
I think it's called San
I think
Andreas.
it's called San Andreas.
Yeah. Isn't he holding both sides of
Of
the earth?
What?
I feel like he is.
Well, there's the scene in one of the Fast and Furious movies where they're all on this giant frozen lake or whatever, and a submarine shoots a missile
Oh.
at his car, and he catches the missile and shoves it away, and it blows up another enemy vehicle or something.
What?
You have you ever seen that?
No, I've never. That's
It's
awesome.
coming at him. He's like, "I'm gonna beat you like a Cherokee drum," and he shoves it.
Oh,
away.
is that? Oh, dude, we
No, he
quote
says
all
that in the
time.
present scene. He says that in the prison scene. I've seen that scene.
Yeah.
Where he's like, "I will beat you like a Cherokee drum."
Dude,
And
we
the door's
used to
open.
quote that for a couple years.
Yeah, I think it's in the 8th one.
Do we need to sit down and watch all those movies at some point?
No.
I feel like we do.
I think
Yeah.
yes,
I feel
I
like we
think
take
you
the
do.
dive.
We've talked about it on the show before, but they're not good movies.
guys
but
not
they
seen
are,
all of them?
but they're
I
fun.
haven't
seen any.
They're fun
haven't seen any?
movies.
No, I
on
haven't
their
seen any. Yeah, no.
They're funny movies.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one is a Point Break remake,
Yeah.
basically.
Wait, really?
Oh
Don't-
yeah.
like you gotta rely on your family, man. Don't give up on your family. I already lost one family. I'm not
I was
losing
gonna make that
another.
joke. Yeah, I saw the Rock's. I saw the Rock's Hollywood star last weekend.
Did you put a rock on it,
No, but I did take a picture.
dude?
It's a
Oh yeah, Colby, what did you do last week?
Okay, well, Dave, if you're gonna ask,
Colby mentioned it twice, just begging somebody to ask him.
Yeah.
When
about
I was
it.
in
I
LA
had a
last week,
great
when I
trip.
lost my sunglasses in LA in the Uber in Los Angeles, California.
Did I mention that I was in LA last week?
I was in Los Santos. Yeah, so
Landed on top of the Maze Bank building with a scramjet.
yeah.
Only
I
took
finally
7
did it.
tries.
Landon would be somewhere else.
Wow.
Where would that be,
Wow.
Michael?
Landon?
Landon, where would that be?
So
What?
Colby, you were in
Oh
Los
my
Angeles.
gosh.
Colby, you were in Los
What?
Angeles.
Yeah. So
Cut.
so
cut.
last weekend.
So you were in
um,
Los Angeles.
Okay.
So you're in Los Santos.
Yes. So last weekend I went to LA, just for from Friday to Monday. So Friday we went to a Dodgers game, and being in Spokane, I root for the Mariners actively, just being that they're kind of like the home team, quote unquote. I would
In
I would
Seattle.
now consider myself a Dodgers fan, just after going.
Did they
For one
dismantle him?
Because you went to
No, it
one
was a
Dodgers
close
game.
dude. Yeah, the environment.
Colby's a
was great.
bandwagoner. Oh my gosh.
What? Dude,
Are you
I was.
fan-
I have a reason to
Are
be
you
a
a
fan.
baseball fan?
Not really, no. I'm a Dodgers and
Is
Mariners
anybody
fan.
really a baseball fan?
Why do you pick
I was like,
everybody?
I would consider myself a Mariners fan until I
That's
went to a Dodgers
America's
game.
pastime, isn't it?
No, it's not.
That's America's
Although
sport.
it was really fun. It was a great game.
Yeah, baseball in persons were surprisingly really
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. We had really good seats to watch.
Behind home plate.
Nope. We had left field seats. We watched a 2-run home run, like right in front of us.
Did you catch the ball?
Awesome. No,
Did you eat popcorn?
no, I
Or a
had
hot dog.
yes,
Okay.
soft pretzel, some
Ballpark
garlic fries.
Franks.
It was called the Dodger Dog, actually.
Oh, that sounds weird.
How much was it?
Really good. Food was a lot. Actually, everything in LA was really expensive.
How much was a hot dog?
Hot dog. I think.
It's
Wait,
called a
let's-
Dodger dog.
Okay,
Let's guess.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
guess.
So I'll tell you guys what I ordered. So just try and guess. Actually, for 2 people, we had 3 waters,
$81.
a beer, 2 Dodger dogs, 2 soft pretzels, and garlic fries.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
actually, it might be $81.
It's more. I bet it was $110.
I'm gonna say 61.
I'm gonna go 62.
$72.
I was actually really close. I was the
Uh,
closest.
Although I will say
That was a
though,
joke.
the garlic fries came in like a little Dodgers helmet, like a plastic one, and I kept it. I took it home. It's not my chip bowl at home. It's my souvenir.
You are a bandwagoner.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Like,
what a
look, I have
bandwagoner.
merchandise already.
Yeah.
And then Saturday we went to Disneyland and California Adventure. That was like the best part, in my opinion.
What was I
What,
never
right?
really cared about Disney until like I went to Disneyland. Like
No, I'm
so
rooting
I got
for
a,
Disney
I
all
got
the
a
time.
Woody hat.
I don't
I
think.
got a Woody hat.
Now
and
I've
I
seen
love
every
Toy
Dark Knight
Story.
film.
Oh my! I don't know why you guys are hating. Like, if you go to a major league sporting event and you don't really have any interest in either team, and you go and you leave with interest in one team.
that's called being a bandwagon.
No, it's not. Like
It
you,
is.
no, it's not. A bandwagon is jumping on their success.
Like
Like
did they win the game?
Colby, I went to a
they did
Charger-
win the game. Dude, they were the home team. Like I was in Dodger Stadium.
It's okay if you like. It's okay to be a bandwagon.
Listen,
Dude, the
I'm not saying there's
atmosphere. You guys
anything
have it,
wrong with being a bandwagon fan. It's just that you have to acknowledge that you're a bandwagon.
Landon's
I'm
saying
not.
there's nothing wrong
I'm
with being a
not.
bandwagon fan.
How do you
Wait,
start?
what?
Okay, here's a question though. How do you start being a fan in the first place?
Of any team?
Yeah,
Like
like,
hopping on the bandwagon.
are you just always going to be a bandwagoner no
Well,
matter what,
The reason that Colby said,
or is it only
well,
if the
the
team
reason I think
sucks,
Colby's a
then
bandwagoner
you're like,
is
okay,
'cause
you're
Colby
not a
said I
bandwagoner.
kind of like the Mariners beforehand.
Well, because they're like the Seattle team. Like
Right, exactly. So you had a fandom with the Mariners, and then you jump ship for the Dodgers because you went to their home game and they won. Were they playing the Mariners?
no, they were playing Chicago Cubs.
Oh, okay. Well, why didn't you like start following the Cubs then?
because they're losers.
No,
Yeah, because they're
Because
historically
because I was-
underdogs and don't win a
I was-
lot. So
I was in Dodger Stadium.
Yeah,
It has something
So?
to do with the atmosphere.
What's a Dodger?
I don't know.
somebody who dodges taxes.
Dodger of the 21st.
They're baseball players,
man,
Nick.
okay, I wish I remember this
Century.
because I listened to a podcast a couple months ago and they said what this was, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool fact, and I don't remember it.
What a
Like, what a
Dodger
Dodger
is?
What a Dodger is, because they
Oh.
were initially the New York Dodgers, and then they moved. So there was something that either had to do with like the docks
dodged out of New York.
or
Dodge the
something.
draft.
No, it's not. No, it had something to do with industry. Something with industry, I think. And then they moved.
Similar to like the Packers. Like, what's a Packer? You're like, oh,
A cheese packer.
yeah, it has something to do
With
with
cheese.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
So anyway, yeah, we went to California Adventure and Disneyland on Saturday. We were there all day.
Which did you like better?
Disneyland, because there's more to do.
That's the right answer.
But California Adventure is newer and has great rides.
So, what was your favorite ride, and what was your favorite kind of meal or kind of food that you got at Disneyland?
Did
So
you get food at Disneyland?
yeah, we ate twice actually.
Let's
We-
guess how much his food was at Disneyland.
$81.
It was
$48.
it was actually cheaper.
Oh, 50
Um,
bucks.
So we ate at Pizza Planet, and then
Pizza Planet.
and then
Will
we
Andy
ate,
pick me?
and then we ate. Oh my gosh, we ate like kebabs at this little tiki hut outside the Indiana
Ooh,
Jones.
that sounds fun.
So
Indiana Jones is probably the best right there.
so my top three are not in any order: the Incredicoaster out of California Adventure, and Indiana Jones ride, and then probably Space Mountain.
I like Space Mountain.
Well,
Did you
all three of those
Did you
are
like
awesome.
Splash Mountain? Splash Mountain's one of my favorites.
So Splash Mountain got me drenched, and I wasn't really having that great of a time because I did it like towards the end of the night.
Have we all seen the photo
It's
of
really
Colby?
funny, yeah.
Yes.
I
He looks
haven't.
like he's
You haven't
like
seen the photo,
in mid poo on the roller coaster.
Dave? Can you put this photo on like the Hotkeys website so anybody can look if they wanted to?
Yeah, I can show the Colby poo picture or whatever you're talking about.
This is also a Colby reveal for some people.
Colby
So
reveal.
I'm showing Will right now the picture. Dude, I was so
You look constipated.
no, I was really upset. I was cold.
You do not look like you're
I
having
feel like
fun.
you'd probably be upset if you're constipated.
So we're standing in line, and I'm watching these people get off the log.
You look like Henry
And-
Cavill in Man of Steel when he like starts screaming like. "Ah."
So I'm watching like the first person get off every time, and they're drenched. So I turn to my sister and I go, "Yeah, I don't think we want to sit in seats 1 and 2. Like, I don't, we might want to sit in the middle or towards the back." So we get up to the front of the line, and the dude points at me and he goes, "Seat 1," and he points to my sister and goes, "2." So like I just have to like mentally prepare myself, and I didn't realize like how tall it was, and there's no seatbelts on the ride.
Were you too short?
No, what?
Is that what you're getting at?
No, how tall the ride was.
Oh, I thought you meant
like
how
it
tall
goes
you're
up like
supposed to be.
like stories.
72
I
inches
underestimated how
or
tall
taller.
you had to be.
Yeah.
Like what?
So
How
it was.
tall was it?
I don't know, dude. I don't. Why don't you look it up, Mick? Why don't you look up how tall
You were
Splash
the one that
Mountain?
was just there. How do you not know?
Oh yeah. If I had to guess how tall Splash Mountain was, Mick,
Yes, guess. That's what I'm saying.
I'd guess it was
It's a
probably
fun
200
game.
feet tall.
Like 3-story, 4-story,
5-story,
probably 4.
6-story,
Probably-
7-story,
probably 4.
8-story,
Gosh,
9-story,
10-story,
11-story,
Toy Story?
Nick, you've been there. You've been there. Why are you
I haven't
asking
been
this
there
question?
in like 14 years.
Did I? Okay.
I'm
So-
gonna be really proud of myself if I nailed that.
So anyway, Disneyland was great. I'm just gonna move on.
13
We didn't wait very
14
long
story.
in lines either. We averaged, I don't know, like 20 minutes.
Oh,
You
that's
guys
not
stop.
bad.
18
No,
story.
it's not bad at all.
Because
What'd you say?
sometimes
I
you'll be
said-
in lines for like 2 or 3 hours, depending.
Oh
on the
yeah,
ride.
yeah,
Yeah, no, we averaged like 20 minutes.
That's
wait
really
time.
good.
Some
Dang.
rides we just walked right onto.
Was it
Where
busy?
was everybody?
You went on a Saturday in June,
Saturday.
and you
Yep.
had like no lines.
The only thing we can
That's
think
crazy.
of is that Disneyland only opened at full capacity on the 15th, and we went on the 25th. So, or
I
actually,
don't
we
know.
were
I
there the
still feel
26th.
like
so.
a
So like
Saturday.
they only
guys-
had like 10 days to plan from there for like when they fully opened. I'm assuming I don't know.
Did you guys do any fast pass stuff?
Nope, we didn't even get them. We didn't need them.
Whoa. Does
And, so
We went on like 16 rides.
and you went
Holy
to
smokes.
We
Yeah,
went
you
on
to
everything we
Galaxy's Edge,
wanted,
right?
Yeah,
That's
How was
insane.
Because
that
Galaxy's
was
Edge is like one of the newer things there.
yeah, that was like the longest wait time. That
Yeah.
and Toy Story Midway Mania.
Yeah.
So that was cool. It was kind of I don't know. I didn't really like it. It wasn't my favorite. Like the world, like the land of it.
I mean, like it's
You
probably
ever
cooler
really
if you've seen all the
the
movies.
galaxy?
right? Like,
What?
It's probably cooler if you've seen all the movies.
I've literally seen all the movies
Oh, okay.
multiple times.
The world building at Disneyland is insane.
It is. But like the ride itself, it was like Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run.
It's a good video
that
game.
made me really sick because I was in charge of piloting the Millennium Falcon, and I'm a terrible pilot.
It's
And
the
so
Falcon.
I thought I was.
Was
gonna
it like a
throw up.
VR thing? Like what is it like?
So you walk in, and you sit down. There's 6 seats. 2
now how
pilots,
tall
2
were the
gunners, 2 engineers.
seats?
No.
One
Guess.
story,
2-story.
No, stop.
3-story.
Dude, I can't. I
4-story.
cannot keep doing this. So it was really cool. It was basically VR. It was
Just like without a headset, probably.
yeah.
Well, it's a huge. It's
So you
it's like
got to-
behind the cockpit, right?
So you got
Yeah,
to
so I'm-
control like where you're going.
Yeah. You had
So it's like those giant like flight simulator things that pilots
Basically.
use.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, that's so cool.
it was really cool except for the part where I thought I was gonna throw up.
Did you
Sounds fun.
like where were you flying? Like through asteroid fields?
what
or
planet?
Space, or
Colby from Star Wars. What
Did you do,
planet? Do you know? Have you seen the movies?
my friends are so funny. They're
Who's
so
shit?
funny.
Who's the pilot?
Guys,
of the
we're his
Millennium Falcon?
friends.
Oh my gosh.
He called us friends.
But yeah, we didn't wait at
Did
all.
you do the Kessel
did-
Run?
No, we didn't do.
How
the
many
Kessel Run.
parsecs did it take?
14 or 12.
Stop,
No, I was asking how long Colby did it. Because no one could
dude.
be
It took us so long.
So many parsecs.
No, we also did the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which was really cool.
I haven't heard that one.
I didn't know it existed until I got there. It was the first one we did.
Is that the one that's the tower?
Yeah, so
that one used to be the Tower of Terror, Dave.
Wait, they replaced the Tower of Terror?
Yeah, they changed it to the
Aw, man.
Guardians one.
Wait, why?
Because
what was the
it's-
Tower of Terror? Like, how did it operate? What?
Same thing. Like, isn't it the Guardians of the Galaxy one? It's like you go up and drop, you go up.
Yeah,
drop.
okay.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
Damn.
It's just
I was-
reskinned.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like you're in an elevator, and so you have, I don't know, you just go up and down basically, but it's like a lot more interesting and fun. Than
Well,
it
it's really-
sounds.
You're really selling it.
I know, but like at one
Well,
point
they add
you
they
get to-
add elements of like Guardians of the
yeah,
Galaxy.
so like the doors open and like you're watching like a scene take place, and then they close, and then a new scene. So you get to the top.
I mean, I'd
and
have
then,
to
like the
try
doors
it.
open, and you're just overlooking downtown Anaheim, and then it takes your picture, and then you just drop.
The cool thing is
So-
you're not strapped in at all, so people are just like flying around inside the elevator. So you get out, you're probably gonna have like 7 broken bones.
Man, I'd have to try it
Blood
to see how it
everywhere.
is. But part of what made the Tower of Terror so cool was the story and aesthetic behind it. What it is that it's like this old tower that like kind of looks like a tower out of like the 1930s or something. And what happened is like the backstory that they show you while you're in line is that an elevator broke at some point, and it like plummeted down to the bottom of the thing, and all the people in the elevator died. And so now it's like a haunted tower.
for Disneyland.
It's like a haunted tower.
Now
and-
I see why they changed it,
and,
but that's
and
pretty
so
upsetting.
so
That's
the
pretty
ride
cool.
is that like you're going up this elevator, and it keeps like breaking and like falling down and everything, and like it keeps slowly coming back up, and it breaks again and falls down some more,
Right.
and you get all the way to the top, and then it like cuts, and you fall all the way down the whole tower
Right.
in this elevator. And it was so creepy but so cool, and like the aesthetic of it was so much fun. But it was actually one of my favorite rides.
Landon, I sat next to like a 6-year-old on the ride, so I'm sure you could do it.
Is it like Panic Plunge though? Because
Yeah.
I won't do.
I won't do Panic Plunge. Okay, so
For
here's
context.
some.
Well, you're
For context.
indoor,
Yeah, go ahead.
like
Yeah.
in this.
So
You're
for
inside
context-
a building. You're not like
So for context,
dangling.
Panic Plunge is a ride at a local
a
theme
terrible
park
amusement
park
that it's not
named-
worth going to.
named Silverwood. That is in
It's
Idaho.
not terrible.
And
I
It's
mean,
not terrible, but
it
like
sucks.
compared to
Yeah.
everything else.
You go there
What-
once, you don't need to go there.
what happens is you all sit on this outside of this
Ring.
this tower basically, and
Mm-hmm.
it goes up to the very top and then it drops, and that's it.
Right. So it's like that, but it's way cooler. So something I actually learned in Disneyland, because I
You learned something.
did actually, I learned something about myself.
I
I'm-
learned something.
I learned something
'Cause
today.
I used to be scared of roller coasters. Like I didn't like them. Like I wouldn't ride them or anything like that. I realized I love roller coasters. What I'm actually terrified of are the ones at Silverwood that break down every day, and they're closed for like 40 minutes while somebody repairs them, and then they just open back up immediately. Those are the ones I'm scared of. I had a blast on, like, you're not dying at Disneyland, and if you
People
do,
died at
I don't
Disneyland.
know
you're,
about
you're gonna
that.
die.
If you
in the
do, they're
happiest
gonna cover
place.
it up real fast.
Yeah.
Like,
Technically-
they have enough money to pretend like you didn't. So
Yeah.
Do you know that no one has actually ever officially died in Disneyland?
Officially,
If someone dies
take 'em off
in
the premise.
Disneyland, they take them off the premise and then announce them as dead.
also,
Wait, really?
Really?
Yeah.
also, on like every
Wow.
ride.
gets
So
his head cut off by like one of the rides.
So,
So like,
like,
I don't know.
Mickey Mouse dressed up as like a doctor comes in.
Rush him to the
Assistant
gate.
Dewey.
Like-
He's just sleeping.
one of the cool parts about Disneyland is that they make the lines entertaining. Like it doesn't feel like you're waiting that long, because they always have stuff to look at. They have stuff and like there's audio playing, and at the end of like all these like different audios for different rides, they're always like, "Oh, and remember to watch your kids." And it's like, well, how many kids go missing?
Probably a lot.
It's like, oh, parents, like it's typically Goofy, and it's like, "Oh, don't forget to watch your kids.
Yeah, that doesn't. Something
know,
off
like-
about that.
I feel like there's like might be a lot of people that go kid hunting at Disneyland.
Oh, for
that's for sure.
It's a kid hunter's paradise.
Dude, that makes me I don't want to go to Disneyland anymore.
You're not a kid, Will.
Or a
Nobody
kid,
wants
or a
to
kid
get
hunter.
People are gonna hunt me.
Will, they would. No.
Will's like, please don't kidnap me, please.
You're like Mac from Always Sunny.
Yeah. So it was great. It was a great time. And then Sunday on my Cali trip, we started off in Hollywood, which was like really up in your face. Like it was like kind of underwhelming, but really also I don't know. It was overstimulating. There was a lot going on. People just kept
Overstimulating but
coming up to you.
underwhelming.
Yeah, people just kept coming up to you.
It's kind of like dirty
With-
and gross too.
Actually, it wasn't that gross. Downtown LA, after the Dodgers game.
Not downtown. I'm
down
talking about Hollywood.
I know. I'm not saying Hollywood was like less gross than downtown LA. Like I saw a cockroach on the streets in LA.
Downtown LA is a trash pit.
No, outside
I was
downtown.
literally there.
That's from what I've
Colby
heard.
went
Is that
to every
downtown LA
place
is not
in
that
downtown
great.
LA.
Dude, like from what I've seen, LA was actually very clean compared to how it's
Really?
portrayed. Yes.
Interesting.
So
What was the air quality? there?
you could see the smog. It was visible.
Yeah,
But
that's never going away.
so yeah, Hollywood. The whole thing like smelled like weed. Like just everywhere you walked down Hollywood Boulevard, it just reeked. There was like people fighting. Like so, like there's like stores and like
There's people fighting.
yeah, like this lady who was like clearly high
Did you fight her?
on some hard drugs. No, she was fighting a store manager who kicked her out of like I think it was like a Foot Locker. She like kicked.
Wait, you think
And
it was a Foot Locker?
I think so, yeah. And she was like trying to fight him and like kick him and stuff. And then some guy just like walks up and he's got pamphlets in his hand for a Hollywood tour. And he walks by us and he walks right up to them. He's like, Hollywood tour? You guys want to go on a Hollywood tour? And I was like, dude, read the room, man. Like, but that's just like everybody's coming up to you.
California sounds wild.
They want you to do their Hollywood tour. It's I don't
Did you do it?
No, we didn't do it. So we just did some stars, Walk of Fame. And then from there, we went to Santa Monica. Then I left my sunglasses in the Uber. Also, he was a terrible driver. Worst driver I've ever experienced.
You give him a bad review.
Yeah, I did because he stole my sunglasses.
Only gave him 4 stars.
What'd you give him? 1?
The lowest you can. So
Oh,
Dude's just trying to feed his family, man.
I still don't
Can't
know if that
believe you're
counts as
robbing somebody of their
stealing your
livelihood.
sunglasses.
no, he
I feel
because
like that's leaving your sunglasses.
but he had the opportunity to return them because I called him instantly.
But you left him the effort it would take for him to return. He's going to lose so much money that he could be running routes, man.
No, because it's like an Uber trip. Like I would pay him to come back around.
Did you try?
Or he could just
Yes,
take your
I did
sunglasses
try.
and sell them for a couple $100. Like,
So anyway,
Make
he
more
stole
money.
them. Okay, Martin is a
No.
thief and a liar. Okay,
What's his name?
Martin, and he's bilingual. Don't let him fool you.
Martin.
He is bilingual. But I didn't let that get to me. Okay, I
Clearly.
put it aside. No. I'm not over it.
Martin. He's a thief.
But
1 star.
but like at the time,
Mhm.
after I tried to contact Uber and just failed ultimately, I just chalked it up as a loss. The pier was really cool in Santa Monica. I liked that a lot. I didn't do the roller coaster there. No,
What about the Ferris wheel?
didn't do the Ferris wheel either.
Did you walk on the boardwalk?
I did. We walked the boardwalk to Venice Beach, which was similar to Hollywood, but like way crazier.
Get a corn dog.
I did not get a corn dog.
Did
I
you
don't know
make
where
a
these
corn
questions
dog?
are coming from.
did you get a hot dog?
Did you heat up a corn dog? How high was the roller coaster?
Oh my gosh!
Was it
No,
one
actually, no,
story?
it wasn't actually
Two
that. It
story?
was probably like 1 story.
3
It wasn't
story?
that tall.
4 stories?
Stop.
Story.
6 stories?
And then we there's a restaurant. There's a Mexican restaurant at the very edge of the Santa Monica Pier. We ate there. That was pretty cool because you're like almost a full mile out into the Pacific Ocean, so it was pretty cool.
Is it that far?
Yeah, it's a long.
Are you sure it's like a mile out there?
It was.
That's a long way.
I said almost.
Almost a mile is still a long way.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is pretty long.
I told you it's a big board.
If we were to guess how
measure
long
it?
a mile is,
stop.
So 1.
Oh my gosh.
2 story?
Um,
3 story?
Yeah, and then we walked into downtown Santa Monica a little bit, and like there was just like a street fair going on, so that was kind of cool.
Did you join it?
We walked through
Sing,
it. It was
twist,
like
and shout.
blocks long.
Right there.
What like a couple things I noted while I was in LA were their billboards are totally different than here. They're all promoting
LA things.
like new movies or TV shows or something like the world of cinema. They had an alarming amount of people dressed as Spider-Man on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, that's
We were only there for like 2 hours and we probably saw 8 people dressed as Spider-Man.
Did you join
That's
them?
8 too many. Did not join Spider-Man.
Colby missed his chance to be part of the Spider-Man.
I would like to say that the pier sticks out about 600 to 700 feet.
No, dude, no, it does not. It was way longer than that. Dude, it was way longer than that.
Are you talking about the Santa Monica Pier, the one that has
Yep.
you know like the West
Everything on
Coaster
it?
and the wheel and
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's about 700 feet at like at the
No,
most.
dude. Dude, that's almost a mile. What's a mile? Like 5,200 feet? No, dude, it was way longer than that.
I'm looking at it right now on Google Maps.
I was there. I was there.
Colby's like that kid that has like no concept of like time and like
Actually,
that's-
based
that's
on
why
the
he didn't know
tide,
how
based
tall
on the
Spot
tide,
Crown
there might
was.
be times where it's like 500 feet.
No. It was like high tide when we were there then.
Wait,
The tide went all the way back. Like, what is it? UCLA's over there, isn't it?
UCLA is closer to like Beverly Hills ish.
Dang.
Yeah. Okay. Also, our hotel was like on the outskirts of Beverly Hills, and they just had complimentary wine. They had complimentary wine hour.
Did you have some?
I couldn't. But isn't that crazy? I've never heard of a hotel give out anything more than like I don't know, $2
Orange
coffee.
juice and apple juice.
Yeah, it
fortune cookies. Fortune cookies, basically.
was a great trip.
Sounds fun. I'd love to go to Disneyland again.
I'd love to go to California.
Hey, well, you know, I live really close, so,
I was gonna
if
bring
we
this
make
up,
like a
Dave.
week-long trip to Vegas, we could take like a 3-day detour.
We totally could.
Can we do that?
Yeah, we should.
Okay, I'll tell you right now. If we go on a weekday, we only need 1 day.
No,
You think
No,
so?
you want
I
2
do
days, 1 day
require-
per park.
2 days.
I don't think you could spend a full day. And
You absolutely
Watch
could.
me. Watch me,
we did, dude. I don't know if you could though.
dude.
Have you
Dave
never
and I've done it before.
redone a ride?
No, we did.
Have you ever redone a ride multiple times?
Yes.
Yes.
Why are you mocking me?
He's mocking him because
Why
he
are you
said
mocking
you
me?
because like 1 day is too much at a park, which doesn't make any sense.
No,
to
no,
me.
no. I didn't.
I
I didn't
don't
say
know
too
about
much.
that,
I'm just saying
kid.
like we could do 1 day.
We could.
2 would be better.
But we could also
Yeah.
do 2. We can
But there-
technically do
okay,
10.
But
Let's
there's
do
also
10.
a lot of stuff I want to
Yeah,
do in
let's
Vegas.
do 15.
Well, I mean,
I'll
if,
ride the
if
Indiana
your trip
Jones
is
ride
like 10
38
days
times.
long, Colby,
Yes.
then like we'll have time to do stuff all over the place.
Because I was gonna bring that up. I would love to.
we
go
need to
back.
plan the trip.
Let's just
Yeah,
all
we
move
do.
to California.
Okay, let's plan the trip right
Let's
now
just
while
all
everybody's
move to
listening.
California.
No.
Next
the
week,
car-
we'll
Will-
do it
jobs.
next.
No,
yeah, next week
Will-
episodes
crew
will just be
responsibilities.
logistics.
Everything was so expensive down there.
Let's
I would
just
never.
move.
I would never move down there. Like
Let's
it's
just
it's
do it.
beautiful. It's a beautiful place. It was great to visit. But
How
it's
was the
way too
weather?
expensive.
It'll all
Oh, it was
work out.
great, dude. It
Was
was
it
great.
like way too hot or?
No, it was 100 degrees. Okay, it was like upper 90s over the weekend here, and then Monday it was like 111. There it didn't get above 75 in LA, and then when we were in Disneyland, it was like 81 degrees in Anaheim.
Oh, that's perfect.
Santa Monica was 68 and overcast.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm so mad. That's perfect weather.
it
the
was.
soles of my shoes were melting here in Spokane last week.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was not good.
Oh.
the
no,
overcast.
No bueno.
The overcast tricked me once again, and I got
Always
super
does.
sunburnt. But it was a great trip.
Cool. Well, yeah, we'll.
I'm
we'll
glad you enjoyed
definitely-
it.
We'll definitely plan something.
You guys aren't going to come visit me, are you?
No,
No, we are.
I'm going. I wanna
I'm
go
going to Disneyland.
Casino.
Yeah, I totally would, Dave.
We can also visit Uncle Sean.
We could go to a park with
Shiny boy.
They also have a Six Flags and a Universal Studios.
Universal sounds really
I
fun.
think Universal has a bunch of the
I don't
Harry
actually-
Potter stuff.
I don't
doesn't it?
actually think want
yeah,
to go to
Universal has Harry Potter.
That'd be cool to go there too.
Yeah.
I drove by Universal, didn't really want to go.
They also have the Minions too there.
The Minion Birds?
Gotta
Probably have,
gotta
like,
go
Fast and
there.
Furious stuff there too.
No.
Yeah.
Do we have
They
to
do
watch
actually.
all the movies
I'm
and
pretty-
do
I'm almost positive
Fast and
they do.
Furious stuff.
It's like a hodgepodge.
Do they have
mix.
Cherokee drums that we could beat?
That's what Cherokee drums sound like.
Do they though?
Ooh.
Look
I don't
'em
know.
up.
I trust Michael. He's a drummer.
Dude, Landon looks like he's ready to kick us out. He's so angry.
I'm not.
Landon's
angry.
been in a bad mood
No,
all
yeah,
day.
I'm
Let's
not
talk
angry.
about
Yeah,
it.
I'm just
it's
really
been
tired.
bad.
What's wrong?
I'm
What's
just
wrong,
really
man?
Tired.
What's
Well,
wrong?
I'm just really tired.
It's because Landon and I had such a fun time last night doing our 2-man playlist.
Yeah.
That-
no one else got.
that
Everybody else. was
no
like,
one
yeah,
else
we'll be
showed up
on.
for.
Like, yeah, we'll all get on. Like, and then like no one showed up. I was like,
I do one tonight.
you said that last night
can't.
as well. So
I'll do.
am I
Are
gonna
we doing
believe
anything for the 4th of July?
I don't have plans.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't have plans. You
that's-
just asked me.
That's why I'm bringing. I said, are we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
and
saying I
Mick's
don't
like,
have
I'm
plans.
available, so yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, if you meant in the terms of I'm available, then
How did you forget how to have a conversation?
I forgot how to have a conversation. Will can't even speak.
17 stories, 18 stories.
19 stories.
Yes, Colby, I'm free.
Sweet. I don't really want to do anything. Yeah. Did you guys have anything eventful?
Nope.
No.
Literally nothing.
No.
Well, Brianna works tomorrow, so
Nothing worth noting on.
I'm just
Doesn't
gonna.
she work every day now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
doctors
just
never
never,
get
I
time
never
off.
see her anymore. It's kind of sad. So you guys should come visit
Cool.
me so that I
Dude,
can see people.
I'm 1,000,000% down.
Yeah.
Well,
Late-
that's a
million.
lot
Late
of percents.
September, early October.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
the
do
first
it.
week of October.
That'd be a sweet spot.
Yeah, and we're gonna open this up to our listeners too. So we're gonna create some.
One lucky.
We're gonna create some like Hotkeys vacation package. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
watch all our
$10,000.
We'd love to meet our fans.
For the grand price.
Am I eligible to get a free trip? Like,
You know,
credit
no,
card
no.
roulette,
For-
Will?
no, stop. No, I will not.
Let's do it.
Do it for the flights.
Cool. Well, anything else you guys want to talk about?
No,
Should we
I'm all
wrap
good.
this up?
Let's wrap this up. Up.
Cool.
Up.
Landon?
Let's wrap it.
Oh, Landon's out. Okay.
Let's wrap it.
Let's wrap it up then. Well, thanks for listening, guys. We appreciate you.
yeah.
We do.
Goodbye.
We love, we love all our listeners. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for
Bye.
listening.
Talk to
Bye.
you next week.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Hotkeys podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Castbox, YouTube, and other podcasting platforms. Visit our website, www.hotkeyspodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at Hotkeys Podcast and join our Facebook group at facebook.com/HKHotkeys. Please like and review us and subscribe to the show on whichever platforms you use. Finally, you can contact us via email at hosts@hotkeyspodcast.com.